Congratulations!
Congrats!
Congratulations!
Congrats! So lively! Come on, right, this way.
Is Daddy really here? Daddy's house is so big. It is much bigger than our Abbey. But it seems Daddy is getting married. Will he acknowledge us?
Mommy already read the fortunes. With me here, there's no way. He's getting married. My name is Clara. 6 years ago, my adoptive parents tried to sell me to a dying man to ward off his bad luck. I escaped, but I never expected. I feel so hot. What a handsome man. I'm sorry for doing this to you. I was born with a unique fate. I bear a curse and won't live past 24. Since I can't escape death, I must at least secure a future for my children. Let's go. I'm looking for His grace. These two are His children.
Your Grace. Bad news. Your Grace.
What bad news? Stop panicking. Where are your manners?
Your Grace, there is a beautiful woman outside. She brought twins. She says they're your children and wants you to take responsibility.
Doesn't Duke Frost have a condition and can't touch women? He actually has kids?
Right! Is it true?
Kick them out.
If you kick us out, you'll regret it. Father of my children, I finally found you.
Wow, that kid. He's a mini version of Duke Frost. They look exactly alike. Yeah, they really do.
Baby daddy, hey.
Don't come closer. Who are you?
I am Clara Sterling, a disciple of Clearview Abbey. 6 years ago, I was the woman who slept with you.
Are you sure I gave this to you?
Of course. You forgot? That night, behind Oxford Village, you were half-dressed, with a flushed face. You tugged at your clothes, saying you were hot.
Enough. Say no more. I don't even remember what happened that night. This jade pendant, you probably stole it. Or maybe, while I was unconscious, you took advantage of me.
Hey, look at me! Take a good look at me! Does my mom look like a scammer? Look at me too! Look at my eyes! Will you deny me and my brother?
They're obviously his kids. Definitely his.
Forget it. If we keep talking, it'll seem like we're the ones being unreasonable. Miles, Mia, let's go. Let's not delay your father from his wedding night.
Duke Frost is so heartless.
The poor mother and children. He doesn't even want his own kids.
Getting married when he has kids?
2.
Stop right there. Stop right there.
My gamble paid off.
Take them to stay in the estate.
You can't, Your Grace. Have you forgotten the Grand Emperor's order? You must marry today. He's still waiting for your good news.
Ah. You just reminded me. If I already have kids, Father won't force me to marry. Come with me to the palace.
Oh my! They look exactly like him. Good heavens, Duke Frost has an heir! Your Majesty, I have returned. And Duke Frost is here too.
Outrageous. What is he doing here? Tell him to hurry back to his wedding chamber.
Yes, Your Majesty.
What wedding chamber? Don't you know I have a condition? I can't get it up. Can't get it up.
That night 6 years ago, you were pretty hard, weren't you?
You bastard! I'm at death's door, and you still won't get married to fulfill my dying wish. Who are you?
Your Majesty, I am Clara Sterling, a disciple of Clearview Abbey, and the mother of your 2 royal grandchildren.
Grandchildren? Where are they?
Grandfather Emperor!
The resemblance is uncanny. This little girl's eyes look just like Victor's mother, and this boy looks exactly like him as a child. Ha ha ha! Thank heavens! The brat finally has an heir.
Father, since you already have your grandchildren, does that mean I don't have to get married?
Why wouldn't you? Miss Sterling has given you 2 children. You should definitely marry her.
I will take care of the children, but I won't marry a woman of unknown origin.
What a coincidence. I don't want to marry you either.
Ha ha! You thought you were such a catch. Turns out, there's someone who doesn't like you. Suit yourself. Since I have my grandchildren, the rest doesn't matter to me.
Someone's trying to harm the Grand Emperor. No, I can't let the kids lose their backer. Your Majesty, someone is trying to harm you.
What did you say?
If I'm not mistaken, it was about 3 months ago when you started feeling unwell. You gradually grew weaker until you were bedridden.
How do you know all this?
I'm a disciple of Clearview Abbey. I know divination, feng shui, and face reading. I know it all.
If Mommy says so, it must be true. She is Clearview Abbey's best disciple.
Mia. Found it.
Don't touch it! Don't touch it!
This talisman has been tampered with. That's why the smoke is black.
Guards! How dare someone sneak into the inner chamber to harm Father with a talisman? Investigate this. Yes, sir.
Your Majesty, this talisman, please keep it with you. It will protect you for now.
Don't worry, Grandfather Emperor. My mom's talismans are amazing. With her talisman, evil spirits won't dare come near you.
All right, I'll be sure to keep it with me.
It seems she's not totally useless. Since you saved my father, you and the kids can move into Frost Estate.
In your dreams.
Hey, you stubborn woman. Why are you so ungrateful?
I have no intention of marrying you. Why would I live in Frost Estate?
If you're not staying at Frost Estate, where will you stay?
I am from Sterling Manor, the long-lost heir. I came back this time to reunite with my family. Miles and Mia have their family now, so I must return to the Sterling family to claim my heritage. The royal family is unstable. If there's ever a regime change and they lose their royal status, they'll at least have a fortune to fall back on.
She came all this way to find me, but she doesn't seem to want my favor. What is her goal?
How about this? The children are still young, and they're not used to new places. Clara, after you reunite with your family, stay at Frost Estate for a while. It's for the best. Spend some time with the kids. All right?
Then, I'll escort you to Sterling Manor.
Grandfather Emperor, we'll come visit you another day.
All right.
When the kid's dad isn't scowling, he's actually pretty handsome. What's with the dark aura? Oh no, he's destined for a bloody disaster tonight.
Why are you staring at me?
Your Grace, I've foreseen that tonight you'll face a bloody disaster. This talisman can keep you safe. I'll only charge you 100 taels of silver.
I don't buy it. If you need money, just say so. I'll just give it to you.
Your Grace, don't regret it later. Clara, you're finally here.
Great, Grandma. Hello, Great-Grandma.
Good kids. Lady Muir, is she your biological daughter?
Clara?
Oh, no! The third miss has tried to end her life!
Selena. Is Selena all right? How is she?
The third miss. The woman who took my place as the rightful heir. Don't worry. No one in Sterling Manor will die today.
What are you talking about? Selena is your sister. It's one thing not to care, but how could you say no one will die?
She may have a short life, but she won't die now. So, there's no need to worry.
You'd better pray Selena is okay. Otherwise. Otherwise, I won't forgive you.
She wants to kill herself. What's that got to do with me? She pulls a suicide stunt on my first day back. People who don't know better would think I forced her into it.
You are so petty.
I'm your real daughter. No matter how close you are to Selena, starting today, I, Clara Sterling, am the true heir of Sterling Manor.
Good, good. That is exactly how the heir of Sterling Manor should behave.
Mother.
Grandmother, mother.
Selena, what are you doing? The floor is freezing. Quick, get up.
Grandmother, mother. I took some medicine and slept deeply. I wasn't trying to end my life. Please don't blame my sister.
My lady, it was me. I was worried Third Miss would be mistreated, so I acted on my own and sent the message. It's not Third Miss's fault. I accept 20 strikes as punishment. Yes.
Mistakes must be punished. Drag her out. Give her 20 strikes. Wait, Sister Clara Hazel was just looking out for me. If someone must be punished, I'll take it for her.
Third Miss.
Starting today, I am the third Miss of Sterling Manor. From now on, servants will call her Miss Selena. Outsiders will just think Selena is the third Miss.
You just got back and you're acting like this? You're going way too far. Sterling Manor gave her a life of luxury, raised her for over 20 years. We owe her nothing.
But I was left out on the streets, suffering every hardship. And on my first day back, you, as my own mother, haven't shown an ounce of care. Isn't that even worse?
Enough, Lady Muir. Clara is your biological daughter. If you can't tell who your real family is, then get out.
It seems only grandmother is on my side. I'm tired, grandmother. I'll take the kids to rest now.
For 24 years, I've been the heir of Sterling Manor. Why does Clara get to come back and take it all away? Everything in Sterling Manor can only be mine.
Master told me to wait until I'm at Sterling Manor and recognized before opening it. Find the Starborn. It may prolong your life. I've lived 3 lifetimes, and in each one, I never made it past 25. Every time I faced it calmly, because I was all alone before. But now, I have family and children. I want to live a little longer. I'll start searching tomorrow. I wonder how Victor is doing. Never mind. He's the father of my children, after all. Nothing bad can happen to him.
Hold on.
What's going on?
Your Grace, our path is blocked.
Then go deal with it. Go.
Your Grace, I'm afraid on my own I can't take them all. There are too many of them, and they look highly trained.
His Grace, I foresaw that tonight you'd face a bloody disaster.
Was she actually right?
Your Grace, they look really dangerous. Maybe you should go first?
If I just leave you here, you'll be meeting the Grim Reaper.
Why so brutally honest?
Your Grace.
Watch out for the ambush! Your Grace, are you okay? You should leave. Don't worry about me.
What are you saying? Even if I die fighting, I will never flee.
I missed? Either you die, or I do.
Hey, buddy, what are you doing up here? Weakling. Ah, hello there.
Watch out!
Your Grace, I told you that tonight you'd face a bloody disaster. Do you believe me now?
Why are you here?
You should be thanking me. I just saved your life.
Why did you save me?
You're the father of my children. Otherwise, I wouldn't have meddled.
I hope so. And you don't have ulterior motives.
What motives could I have? I just wanted to make sure Miles and Mia have a backup plan.
Simon, take the carriage and escort her home.
No need. You should take better care of yourself.
Did I really misunderstand her?
Great-grandmother, good morning!
Good. Grandmother, I'll be taking Miles and Mia to live at the Frost estate today.
All right. So what are you planning to do next?
Set up a fortune-telling stall. There are many people on the streets. Maybe I'll be able to find clues about the Starborn.
As long as you're happy. If you need any help, just tell grandmother. The heir of Sterling Manor, running a fortune-telling stall in public. Does our Sterling Manor really not have enough food for you? I approved it. What? You got a problem with that?
Grandmother. Mother is just worried about Sister. After all, Sister is a noble lady now. Out in public, she represents the face of Sterling Manor. Well, I've never heard of any law that says noble lady can't be in public to run a business. Sister. I didn't mean that. Huh? Sister, these two children, are they yours? How come I never heard you got married?
Having kids out of wedlock. Who knows which man fathered these kids? You've completely disgraced Sterling Manor.
Say that again.
Why shouldn't I? They're just bastards.
How dare you?
Miles and Mia are His Grace's children. Do not question it. Mother, she claims they're His Grace's, but are they? If they were really his heirs, the palace would have announced it by now. Lady Muir, you...
Grandmother. Mother isn't entirely wrong. Everyone in the capital knows that Duke Frost has a hidden illness and cannot have children. Sister, you must have been tricked by a scoundrel and gave birth to these bastards. Watch your mouth. They are much nobler than you. Mother.
Clara Sterling, you are out of line. How dare you hit her? Selina didn't say anything wrong. His Grace is a noble man. He's out of your league as a mere priestess.
Oh, Mother. Don't say that. Sister grew up in the country. She doesn't know much. Being tricked by a scoundrel is completely understandable.
For argument's sake, even if they are His Grace's children. What does that have to do with you, Clara Sterling? Will His Grace acknowledge you? Will the palace accept you?
Who says I won't acknowledge her?
Greetings, Your Grace. Daddy!
Clara Sterling is the mother of my two children. Naturally, she belongs to the Frost estate.
Victor Frost is quite protective of his own.
I'm here to take you home.
Isn't it rumored that His Grace is infertile? Why does Clara have such good luck to bear the Duke's children? Your Grace, do you not plan to marry my sister? If so, my sister will be gossiped about.
Since you care so much about her, shouldn't a fake heiress like you be leaving Sterling Manor? Otherwise, people are bound to gossip about you.
I misspoke.
Your Grace, Miles and Mia and Clara grew up at Clearview Abbey, so they lack proper etiquette. Please be patient with them.
Rest assured, Lady Sterling, I'm not an unreasonable man. As long as she doesn't cross the line, I can tolerate it.
Am I really that unreasonable?
From now on, you will stay in this courtyard. Tonight, my father is throwing a banquet for Miles and Mia. He will take the opportunity to announce their true identities.
Whether your Grace marries a duchess in the future or has other children, I just hope you will always treat Miles and Mia well.
That goes without saying. And also, I won't ever marry a duchess.
I wouldn't be so sure. I foresee that in the future you will definitely marry a duchess.
Then this time, your prediction might be wrong. I will absolutely never marry a duchess.
My predictions are never wrong.
Your Grace. Your Grace. Miss Sterling, the Grand Emperor commands you to bring the 2 children to the palace for dinner tonight.
I understand.
The palace is full of capable people. Perhaps the Starborn is in the palace.
Greetings, royal brother. Greetings, father.
Greetings, Grand Emperor. Your Majesty.
Good, good. Since you now have a son and a daughter, why don't I do the honors and arrange a marriage for you and Miss Sterling?
Miss Sterling and I were completely unaware when we got together. We are not in love, so I must decline your kind offer.
To put it bluntly, you still don't believe me.
All right. Please take your seats.
My lords, Duke Frost's 2 children have been lost to us for years. Today's banquet is to welcome them home. From now on, Miles and Mia are the Lord and Lady of Draconia.
Congratulations to the Grand Emperor. Congratulations to your Majesty. Congratulations to His Grace.
No, none of them are the Starborn.
Miss, are you from the Arcane Order?
He has a striking presence. He exudes righteousness. Could he be the Starborn? I am a disciple of Clearview Abbey. I presume you are also from the Arcane Order.
My name is Leon Whitmore. My master is the Archmage of Draconia.
Mr. Whitmore, may I touch your hand?
Clara Sterling, what are you doing?
I merely wanted to help Mr. Whitmore read his palm.
I've never seen anyone read a palm by touching someone's hand. Have you no sense of propriety?
When reading palms, there are 2 methods. One is just a visual reading, and the other is bone reading. Your Grace isn't from the Arcane Order, so you wouldn't get it. Leon Whitmore is actually a man of great fortune. So envious. Too bad. He is not the Starborn.
Miss Sterling, did you find out anything?
Mr. Whitmore, your palm reading is great. You are destined for wealth and honor, and you'll have a happy old age. However, I must remind you of one thing, Mr. Whitmore. Never forget your original intentions, and you will achieve your goals.
I will keep your words in mind.
Mia, raise your back hand a bit. Look at Mia. Do it just like her. Hold your stance.
Doesn't your Grace need to attend court today?
No, but I have to go to the military camp. Got some things to handle.
Perfect. Take them with you. Let them train with the soldiers. Train together.
They're only 5. Don't you think that's too harsh?
Spoiling them ruins them. Strictness breeds talent. I'm just doing what's best for them. Even if Miles and Mia learn nothing, they'd still be set for life. But I want them to be useful people.
Mom has been alone for so long. Raising me and Mia was so hard. Glad we have Dad now to help her share the burden. Now Mom won't be so tired. Mom, you said Dad will eventually marry the Duchess. Will he marry you?
No one knows what the future holds. We'll talk about it later.
So, from the looks of it, you really want to marry me, huh?
I've seen narcissistic men, but never one this full of himself. Who knows? You might be the one begging me. All right. After breakfast, hurry up and take them to the camp. I'm going to visit grandmother today. I won't be coming back tonight.
Keep going.
This Selena, she sure knows how to butter people up.
Selena, Clara already has 2 children. You're the same age as her. It's time you got married.
Grandmother, I don't want to get married yet. I want to stay by your side forever.
Grandmother. Clara, you're here.
Sister Clara is here. Selena, I'm a little curious. You were once the eldest daughter of Sterling Manor. So why are you 24 and still unmarried?
Selena had feelings for the Crown Prince. After he married the Crown Princess, she gave up on the idea of marriage.
I just feel like Selena remaining unmarried is weirdly suspicious. Selena, leave us for a moment. I need to speak with grandmother alone.
But...
Okay.
Clara, what's wrong?
Grandmother, Selena can no longer stay at Sterling Manor.
Why do you say that?
I suspect someone messed with Sterling Manor's feng shui. As far as I know, the brothers in our family are still unmarried, and the married sisters have no heirs. I suspect they are trying to make Sterling Manor die out completely.
Now that you mention it, you're right.
As for why I had a child, it's probably because my soul came from another world. Furthermore, I also suspect Selena Sterling was planted in our manor by them. Whoever is behind this might have started planning over 20 years ago.
Your father is coming back today. Tell him about this as soon as possible.
Okay, grandmother, you need to think carefully. Over 20 years ago, was there anyone unusual visiting Sterling Manor?
I'll have someone look into it right away.
Clara, I finally get to see you.
Hello, Clara. I'm your older brother, James Sterling.
Brother.
Clara, your grandmother told me everything. You've suffered so much over the years. But don't worry, from today on, you are Sterling Manor's rightful eldest daughter.
Thank you, Father.
Brother, since Clara has returned, shouldn't Selena be leaving now?
Selena has lived in Sterling Manor for 24 years. Aren't you all being too heartless?
Everyone. Once I find my birth parents, I will leave on my own. Finding your birth parents will be very hard. Back then, someone swapped us on purpose and threw me away.
Could it be her parents?
I'm not sure, but I want to tell everyone something. 24 years ago, someone messed with Sterling Manor. That's what caused the men in our family to not marry and the daughters to not have children. The culprit wants Sterling Manor to be without heirs and completely disappear.
This is outrageous.
Clara, your 2 cousins have been married for years and still have no children. Can you please help them?
I first need to find out what they did to Sterling Manor. Only by destroying their work can things return to normal. However, I haven't found the issue yet. In my past 3 lives, I was all alone. I had no attachments. But now, I have a family. Grandmother, father, and brother, they're all so good to me. I can't just watch Sterling Manor wither away. The culprit must have cast an illusion over Sterling Manor. I'll need time to break it. Forget it. I should set up my stall and find the Starborn first. I don't want to die before saving Sterling Manor. Sigh. I can't believe a grand arcane master like me setting up a fortune-telling stall and not a single soul shows up. Fortune-telling. Care for a reading?
No, thanks.
Want your fortune told? Guaranteed accurate. Do you want a reading?
No.
What is the world coming to?
Mom!
Sweetie. Duke Frost. Want your fortune told?
I don't need one.
Can't you just pretend to get one? If the people see you getting a reading, they'll flock over to me.
I don't do false advertising.
Master! The rich folks come to you for readings. You must be very accurate. I want a reading.
All right, sure thing. What do you want to know?
Master, I want to ask, when will I get a grandson?
Well, in this lifetime, you won't get a grandson, because your son's manhood isn't quite functioning.
Bullshit! That's total nonsense. They say Duke Frost has a condition and can't perform, but doesn't he have twins? Do you even know how to read fortunes? Are you making fun of me? Keep laughing and I'll flip this stall.
If you don't believe me, go ask your son yourself. If you want a grandson, you're better off raising your 3 granddaughters well.
How did she know I have 3 granddaughters? I'll ask him and find out.
How did you know all of that?
Come to think of it, I haven't read Victor's palm yet. Could he be the Starborn? Wanna know? Then let me read your palm.
Mommy wants to hold Daddy's hand.
I knew you were up to no good. Miles, Mia, let's go.
No, Miles and I want to stay here with Mommy.
Well, I've got nothing else to do anyway. I'll just stay and watch. Let's see if you're actually the real deal.
Master! Please save my son! Save my son! Please fix his manhood!
Ma'am, please get up.
Master. When I got home, I found out my son brought a man back to sleep with my daughter-in-law. After I pressed him on it, he finally confessed that he can't perform anymore.
In your lifetime, you're destined to never have a grandson. But your oldest granddaughter is great. She can marry a live-in husband. In the future, among her sons, one will become a scholar. A scholar.
Oh my, the ancestors have blessed us!
For the reading, 10 copper coins.
Okay. Thank you for guiding me, Master. Thank you, Master.
You reap what you sow. No matter what happens, remember to do good deeds. Your family will only get better.
I will keep that in mind. I'll also tell my family to do good and be good people.
Looks like she's actually the real deal.
Mom, you're amazing. First day of business, and you made so much money.
Thanks for the praise, Mia.
I am actually curious. Over the years, how the 3 of you managed to get by.
These past 5 years, I had to be both a mother and a father. When they were still babies, I was so overwhelmed. Getting up constantly at night to watch them, working and doing chores during the day. Later on, when they learned to walk and talk, I had to teach them to read and write, and keep them active. In short, the worrying never stopped. But luckily, Miles and Mia are so well behaved, they never cause me any trouble.
Daddy, Mom worked so hard to raise us. You have to be nice to her. If it weren't for Mom, you wouldn't get to see Handsome Me or my pretty sister. Daddy, Mom is amazing. She has had it rough. You have to help us protect her.
You really are my little hero, and my sweet little angel.
For a woman on her own to raise 2 babies to the age of 5 is really not easy. These past years, it's been hard on you. Why are you looking at me like that?
I just didn't expect to hear words like that from Duke Frost.
My heart isn't made of stone. Regardless of what happened that night 6 years ago, for the past 5 years, you've been raising Miles and Mia. You've sacrificed more than I have.
So, should I leave the hard work to you and let you take care of them?
Of course. They are my children. It's my responsibility, and I won't back down.
Miles and Mia are also the bloodline of Sterling Manor. Will the person behind this want to kill them? No. I need to investigate tonight. Take us to Sterling Manor. Grandma misses the kids. By the laws of karma, whoever did this will face the backlash too. Why would they risk hurting themselves to do something so vicious to Sterling Manor? Today, I'll break the rules, use a forbidden spell, and investigate Sterling Manor. The web is filled with the bloodline of Sterling Manor. Each paper figure flickers with a red glow. Only grandfather's glow has vanished. Red means life. No light means death. This is a forbidden art, one of the 10 deadliest arrays, the Bloodline Hex. The Bloodline Hex. It targets the Sterling bloodline. Any new blood that enters this hex will be bound by it. Me. Miles and Mia are here too, but not Selena. She doesn't have the Sterling blood. Makes sense she's not here.
Clara, are you okay? You're coughing up blood. Hurry!
Brother, I'm fine. Do you remember what I told you about Sterling Manor being tampered with?
I remember.
I just hurt myself to force a look. I found out. Sterling Manor is under the Bloodline Hex. Everyone's life in the family is bound by this hex.
I'll tell Father about this. But you must never again do anything to hurt yourself.
Okay. What brings your grace here? It's only been a day. Couldn't wait to see me already?
I'm not here for you. I came for Miles and Mia. If they have nothing going on here at Sterling Manor, I'm taking them to the military camp.
Okay, just make sure you watch them closely. Keep them safe from any harm.
With me around, who would dare hurt them?
I just found out last night that over 20 years ago, Sterling Manor was cursed with the Bloodline Hex. Anyone of the Sterling bloodline is bound by this hex and unable to have children.
That's ruthless. Do you know who did it?
I don't. But one thing is certain. They're from the Arcane Order. And they're very powerful.
Then how come you could have children?
Well, that's a very good question. Let me read your palm and we'll find out.
I don't need my palm read.
What if I insist?
Clara, behave yourself.
I didn't mean to. Besides, you were the one... Never mind.
I'll let it slide. Ever since that night with that woman 6 years ago, I've hated women getting close. Why didn't I feel that way just now?
What if I don't want to let it slide?
Clara, you.
Let's go. I'll take you to Miles and Mia.
Wow! Mommy is holding Daddy's hand! Shame, shame!
Clara Sterling, drop your little tricks. I will never like you. Let's go.
I will never like you? I don't even like you anyway. Arrogant jerk. But I couldn't read anything from his hand. Could he be the Starborn? I've been telling fortunes here for half a month. Who on earth is the Starborn? Who are you? Do you need my help? Your tongue. It was brutally ripped out. This talisman will let me hear your thoughts. My name is Rose Whitfield. I used to be the wife of Lord Andrew Whitfield. 10 years ago, he favored his concubine and brutally ripped my tongue out, throwing me into the river. I barely managed to escape and return to my family, only to find no one there. Master, please. Please help me find my family. I'll take your case. I'm heading to Whitfield Manor now to look into it. Whitfield Manor. This Lord Whitfield clearly knows he's guilty, setting up all these wards to keep evil spirits out.
Ah, it is Miss Sterling of Sterling Manor. May I ask what brings you here?
Lord Whitfield, your wife from 10 years ago. How she died, you know very well, don't you?
She is really here for what happened 10 years ago. Could it be that bitch didn't die?
10 years ago, there is a record at the Capital Magistrate's office. Lady Whitfield accidentally slipped and drowned.
What about the Rose family? As far as I know, the Rose family believed their daughter died suspiciously and came here to make trouble. But overnight, they all disappeared. Where did they go?
Kill her!
Ah! Murder!
Miss Sterling! I don't understand what you are saying.
You killed them all, didn't you? You were afraid they'd turn into vengeful ghosts and come for your life, so you suppressed all of their bodies with a hex.
I said, I don't know what you mean, Miss Sterling.
I gave you a chance, Lord Whitfield. Since you refused it, then suit yourself. Humph.
How does she know everything? Could it be the suppression site is exposed?
Clara Sterling, what are you doing here? This Lord Whitfield is worse than a beast. Why are you helping Rose? Aren't you afraid Lord Whitfield will hurt you?
I'm an arcane practitioner. I believe in karma. Helping them builds good karma for Miles and Mia and the rest of my family.
Seeing her like this, she doesn't seem like a bad person. Then should I investigate this with you? Don't get the wrong idea. I am not worried about you. It's just that Lord Whitfield kills innocents. As a Duke of Draconia, I must deal with this scum.
I didn't misunderstand.
You went straight to Andrew Whitfield? Aren't you afraid of tipping him off?
I want to tip him off. To force Andrew Whitfield's hand. Looks like Andrew Whitfield is keeping the Rose family hidden in this courtyard.
You actually have some skills.
I sense strong magic inside. Wait here. I'll check it out.
Master, please be careful.
Why did you follow me?
I was afraid you'd die in here alone, with no one to collect your body.
Just don't hold me back. They're corrupted souls. Corrupted souls.
What are corrupted souls?
After people die, they use dark magic to turn their corpses into powerful living dead.
I can't believe such a vicious spell exists.
Put this on. It's a protective charm. In times of danger, it can block a fatal blow.
What about you?
Hurry up and wear it. I must take them out, or we won't make it out of here.
Why do I have this strange feeling in my heart?
Master! These are my family members! Please don't kill them!
They've been turned into corrupted souls. They have no consciousness. They don't know you.
What did you say? It can't be!
They're getting ready to attack. I must destroy them. If someone uses them for evil purposes, none of us will leave here alive. They've been raised for 10 years. They're no longer ordinary corrupted souls. Even for me, destroying them will take some time.
Clara, the wall rooms are shifting.
Oh no! These rooms are channeling power to the corrupted souls. Their combat strength will peak instantly. We must leave now.
Kill her. Kill her. Clara, I won't let anything happen to you. At least, not in front of me. Clara, I'm here to help.
My lifespan decreases day by day. My strength grows weaker each day too. I can no longer unleash my full power. Otherwise, I'd finish them in seconds. Victor, watch out! It's him. It's him. He is the Starborn. It's him. It really is him. The Starborn. That was easier than expected.
What are you doing?
Just seeing if you're hurt. Glad you're okay.
Just now, I felt a strange burst of power. It blocked the corrupted souls. But now it's gone. What are you doing?
Letting Rose see her family one last time. My blood can only make them lucid for a moment. Talk to them now.
Rose, get out of here! We're corrupted souls. We'll attack you once we lose control.
Mom, Dad, don't worry. His Grace and Miss Sterling saved you. I'm so sorry. This is all my fault.
Silly girl, it's not your fault. It's that beast Lord Whitfield's fault. It's just a pity we can't get our revenge.
Rest assured, I will make sure those men are brought to justice. The Rose family will not suffer in vain.
Thank you, Your Grace!
Miss Rose. Your family has moved on. You need to live for yourself now.
Thank you, Miss Sterling.
Clara. Clara. Clara.
Simon, go get the doctor.
Yes, sir.
Wait. Have the kitchen prepare some nourishing food.
Yes, sir.
Your Grace, the Duchess is just weak and fatigued. She just needs some good rest.
Simon, show the doctor out.
Yes, sir. This way.
All this lost vitality. I just don't know when I'll get it back. Good thing Victor has a conscience and brought me back. So much nourishing food. Victor was actually quite thoughtful.
What are you doing in the middle of the night?
I can't sleep. Master Rowan said the Starborn could help prolong my life, but didn't say how. Maybe I should awaken his Starborn power first.
So you come bother me just because you can't sleep?
You're the only one I know here. Hey, do you ever feel there's something strange about you?
You mean the immense power within me?
Yes. This is the righteous energy within you. I hope you can fully awaken and harness it.
Why?
In the Arcane Order, there are many like Lord Whitfield with evil intentions, and your righteous energy can deal with them, protecting Miles and Mia, and anyone else you want to protect.
Okay.
Well, what if I tell you, fully awakening your power could be dangerous? Are you still willing?
You think I'd be afraid?
You're the warlord. Of course you wouldn't. Next time we face a strong corrupted soul, you just go fight them. That is the fastest way to fully awaken your inner power.
All right, I promise.
Then, I'll let His Grace get some sleep. Speak of the devil.
Aren't you leaving?
Victor, come with me.
Where to?
I sense someone using forbidden arts. There might be a corrupted soul.
All right. Let's see. Who dares cause trouble?
Let's go. Hey, I'm not dressed yet.
The spell's trail ends here. Victor, it's been a rough night. Let's get some noodles.
All right.
Get lost! You're filthy!
I'm so sorry. I'll chase him off right now. Such a nuisance. Please don't be mad. Come. Here.
It's actually a curse.
What did you see?
That guy is dying.
Dying? How do you know?
The stall owners are pretty nice. They often give him pork trotters.
From the looks of it, this old couple is indeed very kind.
They're actually quite pitiful. I heard all their sons have died. They're the only ones left.
Hey, just go away.
Now that he mentions it, they do seem pitiful. What if I told you that it was that old couple who cursed him? Would you believe me?
Why would they do that?
To get back at that beggar. Ma'am, why did you put a curse on him?
Miss, what are you talking about? What curse?
I know you were seeking immortality. And when your son was making elixirs, there was an accident. The cauldron exploded and caught fire, causing him, his wife, and kids to all burn to death.
How does she know?
But you placed all the blame on the cauldron maker, who was his father. After killing his parents, you put a vicious curse on him and treated him like a dog.
They had it coming.
The true culprits here are you. If it weren't for you blindly seeking immortality, your son would never have crafted those pills for you. You're arcane practitioners, too. You should understand karma and that retribution never misses.
But my son is dead. Why does his son get to live?
Stubborn fools. Your family's time wasn't up, but they died early. And since you keep sinning, down in the underworld, they suffer the worst labor in absolute agony.
What nonsense is this?
Dare you say you don't often dream of them? In your dreams, are they crying, screaming, blaming you?
Impossible. How did you know?
If you care at all about your son, daughter-in-law, and grandchildren, then lift the curse from him. Otherwise, down in the underworld, they'll suffer endless torment. I'm taking him with me. Think it through, and lift the curse from him. Or else, I'll use my own methods to deal with you. Let's go.
My name is Nameless. Thank you for bringing me here. But why did you help me?
I'd like to know, too, why she'd help a complete stranger.
Because you're innocent. If you were tainted by evil, I would have just stood by and done nothing.
You can't save me, because I can feel it. You're just like me.
Nameless, I'll have a servant take you to get some rest. Someone!
Here, my lady.
Quick, take him to rest.
Right away.
Why are you staring at me?
You're a good person.
Thanks for the compliment.
Can you save Nameless?
He's been cursed for too long. To break the curse, only that old couple can do it themselves.
Would they be willing to?
If they really care about their son, they definitely will.
Dear, is what that girl said true?
Since she knows our past and laid it out so clearly, I'm sure her power is far beyond ours. So everything she said is most likely true.
We should break his curse.
Break the curse?
I miss our son and the others.
Thank you, Sister Clara. My curse has been lifted.
Nameless. I know. You've noticed the curse on me. But I need you to keep it a secret.
I will.
I'll leave you to it. I'll go catch up on my sleep.
Okay.
Nameless, come here a minute. When you said we were going to die, what did you mean?
I can feel it. This man truly cares for Sister Clara. Sister Clara is just like me. She's cursed. Her life is coming to an end.
So Clara knew she was dying, and worried no one would care for the kids. That's why she came to me. Knowing she's dying, she still bit herself and bled so much. What a foolish woman.
All right, I understand. You can go. Your Grace, please don't lose hope. I believe the two of you will find a solution to this.
Clara, do you need me to help you?
What's gotten into him today? Offering to help me with the laundry?
Master, Miss Sterling, the Grand Emperor summons you to the palace tomorrow. He has important matters to discuss.
I understand.
Grandfather Emperor, how are you feeling these days?
Since you gave me that amulet, I've had a great appetite. If you two could get married soon, I'd be in an even better mood. A good mood means good health.
If you called me here, Father, just for this, then I'm leaving.
Ah, such a short temper. Recently at Hope House, every single month a little girl goes missing. The Capitol Police Bureau investigated for months without a single clue. I heard that recently the two of you solved the Rose family tragedy. So I'd like to ask you both to investigate the Hope House missing children case.
What is Hope House?
A place for orphans.
Hope House altogether has lost 4 children. Still no news up to now.
Do these missing children share any common traits or a certain pattern?
The first was 7, then 8 and 9. Just yesterday, a 10-year-old girl went missing.
This sounds like a sacrifice. Sacrifice. The mastermind behind this. What exactly are they sacrificing the children to? If we don't find the culprit soon, I'm afraid more children will go missing.
I agree with Miss Sterling.
This woman, why is she smiling so happily at another man? Then I will, before they make their next move, capture them so they won't have a chance.
Miss Sterling, I will join you in investigating this matter.
Why is he butting in? You represent the Archmage at the palace, so naturally you should stay here. As for the Hope House missing children case, I will get to the bottom of it. Don't trouble yourself.
Does he have a grudge against Leon Whitmore? Why did his attitude change so fast?
As a disciple of the Archmage, it's my duty to protect Draconia. Now that orphans are being abducted in the capital, such a major incident, I must help.
Oh, is this brat getting jealous? If I can use Leon to make this brat realize his true feelings, that wouldn't be so bad. Many hands make light work. Let Leon help investigate. You might catch the culprit sooner.
Father.
Exactly. Mr. Whitmore is also an arcane practitioner. With him on board, we'll be twice as effective.
I recall Leon has reached the age of marriage this year. What do you think of Clara?
What?
I am quite fond of Clara. It's a pity that brat Victor isn't meant for her. I think you two are a great match.
I do admire Miss Sterling.
Then how about you two?
Father, that's not how you find a husband. They've only met twice.
I'm finding a husband for Miss Sterling. What does that have to do with you?
Just meeting twice shouldn't mean a setup. They should get to know each other's character. Compatibility is what matters most. It's for a lifetime, after all.
I've known Leon for a long time. Naturally, I trust his character. Clara, what do you think of Leon?
He's great. Grand Emperor. I'm not looking to get married right now, but I'd like to be friends with Mr. Whitmore first.
I'd be honored.
She just turned Leon down. Smart choice.
Grand Emperor. There's no time to lose. Let's go check out Hope House first.
I can't let the Archmage get between them. Ouch! Leon! My head is hurting again. Come take a look. Have I been cursed?
Don't go. He's faking it. Let's go.
Your Grace, this is Matron Dalton of Hope House.
Greetings, Your Grace.
I heard that you had a child missing yesterday. What exactly happened?
Yesterday, 2 women took some kids foraging up the mountain. It wasn't until evening that they noticed one missing.
What about the previous 3 kids? How did they go missing?
One vanished while we worked at the estate, another disappeared near Hope House, and the last one was lost during the Lantern Festival.
Given the times and locations, they should be easy to find. Yet nothing for months. Someone clearly planned this. That's why they left no trace. Matron Dalton, taking care of all these kids, doesn't your family mind? What about your own children?
I don't have any children. My husband passed away too. As for the rest of my life, I'll spend it right here at Hope House with the kids. This place is my home.
Ever since leaving Hope House, you haven't said a word. Did you find any clues?
From Mrs. Dalton's words and actions, you can tell she really loves the children. But there are some things I still have my doubts about.
Like what? Shall I look into it for you?
No need. I have a better candidate. Brother.
Yeah!
You have lots of connections. I need you to do me a favor quietly.
Clara, whatever you need, just say the word.
Help me find out where Matron Dalton's husband is buried.
No problem. About this matter, I will definitely find out everything for you.
Trusting him with this? Is he really reliable?
Absolutely.
Sister! Sister!
Brother.
About what you asked me to check, I found out everything.
Tell me now.
Mrs. Dalton's husband, his name is Charles Dalton. He was an orphan, died 6 months ago. And as for his burial site, I found out exactly where it is.
Good to know. When we talked the other day, Mrs. Dalton said her husband passed away. But strangely enough, from reading her face, her husband isn't fated to die young. So tonight, we're digging up Charles Dalton's grave.
What?
What did you say?
Digging a grave in the dead of night?
Yeah.
There is no body. But everyone around said Mrs. Dalton's husband had died. Could it have decomposed?
Even if Charles died 6 months ago, a body wouldn't decompose this fast.
Once the coffin was nailed shut, it shows no signs of being reopened. And there are no signs of decomposition, which means, at the time of burial, there was no one inside.
Clara, do you have a theory?
Looks like tomorrow, we need to visit Hope House again. Weren't Miles and Mia supposed to be with grandmother? Why did you bring them here? Sigh.
They found out we were coming to Hope House today and begged to play with the kids.
Just remember, we need to watch them closely today.
Don't worry. I'll keep a close eye on them.
Miss Sterling, say, who are those children?
They're my children. The boy is Miles, and the girl is Mia.
Right into my hands. These 2 children are just so adorable. It's a pity I couldn't give my husband a child of our own.
You're so young. How did your husband pass?
Well, he was a famous star in a capital city theater troupe. While performing on stage, he had an accident.
Her marriage palace is sunken. They clearly didn't have a good marriage.
Let's go. Did talking with Mrs. Dalton give you any clues?
I'm guessing the person who actually died wasn't Charles Dalton.
You're saying the one in the stage accident wasn't Charles? If it wasn't him, why did he fake his death?
From Mrs. Dalton's marriage palace, their relationship wasn't as she claimed. Charles faking his death could be to escape her.
But people around them all said they were so in love.
Love can be acted out.
Exactly. Let's go. Let's get the kids home first. Then we check out the theater.
This is where Charles lived.
In the troupe, did Charles have any close female friends?
No, everyone knew he was married.
What about close male friends?
He had a partner named Gabriel Lane. They were always rehearsing together. They were inseparable. And this room is where they lived in the theater.
Do you know where Gabriel Lane is now?
He used to live here. After Charles's accident, he left the theater in grief. He hasn't been seen since. Oh, right. These are the things they left behind. Feel free to take a look.
Thank you. Just as I thought.
What did you find?
They were a couple.
What? You mean Charles and Gabriel were lovers?
It was probably Gabriel who died in the stage accident, and Charles took the chance to fake his own death.
But they're two different people. How could he pull off a fake death?
Charles and Gabriel were the stars of the theater. They often swapped roles. If they were also lovers, they'd know perfectly well each other's every move. Plus, there's this.
Exactly. The skin mask is proof. Maybe in the past, they often disguised as each other. But even if Charles faked his death, it doesn't mean he's tied to the missing children. It's getting late. Let's head back first.
Clara, you're finally back. Mia is missing.
What?
We got tired from playing this afternoon, so we went to take a nap. When I woke up, she was gone.
Which bastard dares to abduct a child from Sterling Manor?
Did you cause some trouble outside, sister, and provoke some big shot? Don't worry, grandmother. I gave Mia a special talisman. I know where she is. Duke Frost and I will go find her right now.
I'm coming with you.
Don't be afraid. My mom will definitely save us.
Mia!
Mommy! Daddy! Uncle!
This must be Gabriel Lane. Thank goodness the 4 missing girls from Hope House are still alive.
Daddy! Please save them. I feel so bad for them.
Someone set up a hex here to sacrifice the living and resurrect the dead. They'll die if they leave the hex.
That's pure evil. Sister, can you break this hex?
I can. Though there will be backlash. I only have 2 months left anyway. Before I'm gone, I have to deal with these evil people.
Okay. Then break it quickly.
Take the kids outside. As long as they don't leave the courtyard, they'll be fine.
You take Mia and the rest out first. I'm staying right here.
Yes. Let's go.
Victor, you need to leave too.
You're using your blood to break it again. Why won't you ever think about your own body?
How did you know? Did Nameless tell you?
I made him tell me. Is there really nothing you want to tell me?
I'll explain that to you later. Right now, our priority is to break this hex. Don't worry, I won't use my blood. The hex is broken! This secret art is great, but whenever it's used, there's a backlash.
The hex is broken just like that? Are you all right?
Of course I'm fine. Not really.
Sister, is it done?
Yeah.
Too bad the one who took the kids hasn't been found yet. How do we explain this to Mrs. Dalton?
The one who took the kids is Mrs. Dalton.
What? Isn't she the matron of Hope House? How could it be an inside job?
I wasn't sure at first, but my 2 kids went to Hope House this morning, and Mia was brought here by the afternoon, which means she was targeted in a very short time. Coincidentally, Mrs. Dalton just saw Mia this morning.
I see. I was in too much of a hurry, which exposed me.
Why did you do this?
Gabriel Lane cannot die. I must save him.
Hurting innocent people, using dark magic to defy nature. I won't let you get away with this.
Shut up. Just shut up. You don't know anything.
Charles and I were both orphans. We grew up together. We were very happy after we married, until Gabriel Lane showed up
and destroyed our relationship. I hate him. I hate him.
So you caused an accident to kill Gabriel on stage?
Yes, that's right. Only, I never thought Charles loved him so much that he'd fake his death for him and force me to resurrect him. But it doesn't matter. Charles promised me, once Gabriel is resurrected, they'll part ways, and he'll stay with me forever.
Idiot. Believe me, once you actually resurrect Gabriel, Charles will kill you.
You're lying. Charles! He'd never lie to me. Why do you all want to tear us apart? I hate you. I hate you!
What are you doing?
Stay back. If you dare come closer, I'll activate the hex. All the children here will die. Let me go. What did you do to me? Let me go.
Tell me, who put you up to this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't sense any arcane energy from you. You couldn't possibly cast such a complex hex. Tell me, who is backing you?
I acted alone. No one is backing me.
If you don't speak, I'll kill you right now. Then you and Charles will never meet again.
No, please don't. I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
Miss Sterling, Your Grace. I came to see how the missing kids case is going.
The case is solved. Don't trouble yourself.
Leon shows up and Mrs. Dalton dies. What a coincidence. What brings you here, Mr. Whitmore?
I said the other day I'd help you, but His Grace kept me very busy. So I came right after I finished.
The year is ending. The Archmage indeed has a lot to do.
The Hope House case was Matron Dalton's doing. She wanted to sacrifice them to resurrect the dead.
In that case, Charles is the real culprit. If we don't get rid of him, won't more kids go missing?
Oh no.
Mia's been taken.
It was Charles. He must have been here just now, and even overheard our conversation. That's why he suddenly decided to take Mia away. Mr. Whitmore, take my brother and the kids somewhere safe. I have to go find Mia.
Okay.
Victor, Frost. He asked for an explanation. Should I tell him the truth?
Clara Sterling, have you figured out how to explain yourself? I want the truth.
I've actually lived 3 lives. Bound by a curse, in every life, I die before 22. So it's because I'm dying that I brought the kids to you.
Clara Sterling, you're ruthless. So Oh, she made me awaken the Virtue Codex, just so I'd protect the kids.
Will you still kill me now?
You're already dying. Why would I even bother?
Then I will tell you about 6 years ago. Back then, my foster parents sold me to the Doyle family. They even drugged me. In the back mountain, I ran into you when you were delirious. I had no other choice but to do that to you.
It really was you. You did what you did, but to think you even tried to make me forget what happened.
When I read your face back then, I knew you were extraordinary. To avoid any future trouble, I thought it'd be best for you to forget. And as it turns out, I was right.
Clara, you.
Calm down. If you found out back then, you definitely would have killed me. I was just trying to survive.
So all this time, you've been keeping me around just so I could get to know the real you. That way, even if I found out the truth, I wouldn't kill you. Clara Sterling, you are so calculating.
You're right. I am calculating. In my whole life, I've only done one bad thing. That was the night I did that to you. Even though back then I was drugged and had no choice, it was still my fault for the sake of our 2 children.
About 6 years ago. I won't hold it against you. But have you thought about how to explain this to them? They rely on you so much. It'll be hard to accept.
Time heals all wounds.
Why won't you teach me that technique?
I've found Mia. Mia!
So you're Charles Dalton.
Let's make a deal. You help me revive Gabriel Lane, or I'll kill your daughter.
My daughter will live a long life. She's not a short-lived wretch like you. You manipulated Mrs. Dalton into using sorcery to revive Gabriel Lane. That defies the natural order, yet you show no remorse.
It's the least Mrs. Dalton could do. If it weren't for her, Gabriel and I would have grown old together. We would have kept performing until the day we couldn't anymore.
Even if you want to revive Gabriel Lane, you should have divorced her first, instead of 2-timing them.
I'll give you one last chance. Help me revive Gabriel Lane. Or else, none of you will leave here today.
Clara, what's that black aura around him?
Dark energy. The wicked thoughts in his heart, his obsessions, anger, hatred, and resentment were twisted and magnified. It drew corrupted souls to him, corrupting him and granting him special powers.
I understand. He made a deal with a corrupted soul and turned evil. I will deal with him. It'll be the perfect chance to awaken the righteous power within me.
I gave you a chance. You didn't take it. Don't blame me for being ruthless.
Oh no, I used a secret art to break the hex. I didn't expect the backlash to hit so soon.
Karma. That's what you get for ruining my plans. I was so close. Gabriel would have woken up.
Careful.
This is the backlash I must face. I can't avoid it. Go deal with Charles. Try to awaken the righteous power inside you.
Again.
This damn backlash. Why hasn't it stopped?
Go to hell. I won't accept this.
Are you okay, Clara?
It worked. Your righteous power is fully awakened.
Look at you, still worrying about me.
Where is Charles and Mia?
Charles is dead. I've arranged for someone to take Mia home. I'm taking you back now.
Do you have a private house? If I go back like this, Miles and Mia will be worried. Coughs.
Is it because of the spell you used to break the hex earlier, which caused the backlash, being struck by lightning?
Yeah. Every time I use it, there's a backlash. In my past life, I couldn't endure it, and I died early. I've never used it since. This time, I had no choice.
Then don't use it anymore. I have already awakened the virtuous power. If we meet evil spirits again, I will deal with them. You've already done enough. You shouldn't bear this burden.
Then I'll teach you a technique tomorrow. Right now, you only possess the virtuous power. By using a technique, you can unleash its full potential.
As long as I can quickly gain greater power, I'll be able to protect you and the kids. I have a manor nearby. Let's get your wounds treated first.
I need to tend to my wounds. Step outside for a bit.
Your back wound. Can you treat it yourself? Take off your clothes.
We've already been intimate before anyway, even though he was unconscious that night, and it was pitch dark.
You can treat the front yourself. I have things to do. I'll check on you later.
Go do what you need to do. Could there be evil spirits nearby? Why did the amulet,
Once I got near here,
suddenly stop working? Show yourself, evil spirit.
Miss Sterling,
Mr. Whitmore? What are you doing here?
I live around here. I couldn't sleep, so I took a walk. I didn't expect to run into you here. What brings you here, Miss Sterling?
Duke Frost's villa is here. I'm just staying for a few days. By the way, Mr. Whitmore, did you happen to feel a dark aura just now?
Not at all.
Clara Sterling.
Miss Sterling, I have something to do. I must go.
Why is it him again? Last time he showed up, Mrs. Dalton died suddenly. This time the amulet stopped working, and he suddenly appeared again. Isn't this too much of a coincidence?
Clara Sterling.
You know you're injured. Why are you running around?
Don't worry. Except for the backlash of the secret art that could kill me, no one else can take my life. I'll live until New Year's Eve. By the way, are you familiar with Leon Whitmore?
Why are you asking about him?
I'm interested in him.
How many times have they even met? How is she interested in Leon Whitmore? Has she fallen for Leon Whitmore? But lately, I've been the one by her side. If she likes anyone, it should definitely be me. What terrible taste. I'm not close with him.
Fine, you're not close. Why are you so worked up? Why do I get the feeling he has something against Leon?
Go back and get some rest. Bring Miles and Mia tomorrow to the palace with me.
For what?
You'll see when we get there.
You'll see when we get there?
Miss Sterling, going to the palace too? Your Grace.
Mr. Whitmore, why don't we go in together?
Fine. She really fell for Leon Whitmore.
I heard, Mr. Whitmore, you joined the Arcane Order as a child. May I ask, who did you study under?
I've been with my master since childhood. I've never left Capital City. Compared to the worldly Miss Sterling, I still pale in comparison.
I'm just a late bloomer. I can't compare to you. If we get a chance another day, let's discuss arcane arts.
Miss Sterling, I'll take my leave here.
Daddy, why are you walking so fast? Is it because you don't want to see Mommy spending time with Uncle Leon? Daddy, why are you walking so fast? Don't you want to see Mommy together with Uncle Leon? Daddy, are you jealous?
No way.
Why are you all walking so fast?
Mommy, Daddy hates it when you talk to Uncle Leon. He is jealous.
Don't listen to their nonsense. I simply just don't like him.
I can't help it. I'll still have to interact with him later. It's unavoidable.
Fine, Clara Sterling.
Grandfather Emperor!
Ah, what brings you here?
I have serious business. Since the royal family has already announced Miles and Mia's identities, when will they be added to the royal registry?
Are you certain? Once they're registered, they will be your legitimate eldest children. If you marry a duchess later and have children, they will be second in line.
I am certain.
As for this, I'll make the arrangements.
Your Grace, don't act on impulse, or else you might regret this decision later.
I'm not that kind of person. Even if I have other children later, Miles and Mia will still be my eldest legitimate children.
Thank you. Victor has helped me so much and gave the kids legitimate identities. I should be the one thanking him. Grandmother.
Clara, you're back.
Grandmother, you sent for me today. Do you have a suspect for the hex? That's exactly why.
Take a look at this. These are the people I recall over the past 20 years who stayed at Sterling Manor. They are all our relatives. Yes, distant relatives. The left are my relatives, and the right.
It seems you already have a suspect.
I'm not certain. She's my sister. She married into Rivergate, a humble family. They weren't very well off.
Margaret Jennings. Who came with her?
She brought an older woman, 2 maids, and an attendant. As for their faces, I can't remember.
Then, Grandmother, why do you suspect her? What about before?
She asked your grandfather and me to help get her son into the military. I refused. Later on, she came to Sterling Manor in person, saying her son found another way. After staying for a few days, she went back.
So she wanted to pull strings. Then, what happened next? And what happened next?
Well, ever since she left Sterling Manor, we lost touch. I heard her son started a business and made a lot of money. They're much better off now.
Looks like she's highly suspicious. I need to go see for myself to see if she's the one who hired them.
Right. When she came to Sterling Manor, it was right around when you were born.
Looks like she's most likely the one. My switch is also related to her. Grandmother, before I go to Rivergate, there's one more thing.
What is it?
Send Selena Sterling away. Send her out of Sterling Manor. Whether Selena Sterling is involved in the bloodline hex or not, she took my place and lived my life for over 20 years. She indirectly benefited from it. If she doesn't leave, once I break the bloodline hex, she'll naturally have to bear the karma.
Lady Muir cares for Selena dearly. Even if you tell her, she might not agree.
I've said my piece. The rest is up to her own choice. Grandmother, I'll take my leave now. So I'm planning to leave for Rivergate in a few days. Take good care of Miles and Mia. Also, I have one more favor to ask.
What is it?
Keep an eye on Leon Whitmore.
No way. The guy you like? Why should I watch him for you?
Who said I like him?
You're interested in him. Curious about him. Doesn't that mean you're into him?
I just feel there's something off about him. He's hiding secrets. That's why I'm interested in him. Did you think I actually liked him? Is that why whenever I bring him up, you react so strongly? Are you feeling jealous right now?
I don't like Leon Whitmore, and you're interested in him, so naturally, I'm annoyed.
Oh, Victor, you must never fall in love with me.
Why not?
I'm a dying woman. If he falls for me when I'm gone, he'll still have a long life to live. That would be too painful for him.
Your Grace!
Please, carry on, carry on. I don't like you at all. It's just, I'm heading to Rivergate too, so I can't do you this favor.
What are you going there for?
I have things to handle, okay?
Then let's go together. Bring Miles and Mia along. I don't feel safe leaving them here.
Earlier you said there's something off about Leon Whitmore. What did you mean?
I suspect Mrs. Dalton's death is tied to him. Remember that night he suddenly appeared in the abandoned yard? Mrs. Dalton died suddenly right at that moment. It's too strange. So, after we leave Capital City, have someone keep an eye on Leon Whitmore.
I'll make the arrangements.
This is the Virtue Codex. Over the next few days, you should study it carefully. It will help you quickly master the power of virtue.
Master, they're here.
Great uncle.
James? Is your grandmother doing well? Why the sudden visit to Rivergate? Did something happen?
Grandmother is doing fine. But something did happen back home.
You're from Sterling Manor. How could a mix-up happen in your own home? Could it be someone switched them on purpose?
Great uncle, you hit the nail on the head. An open attack is easy to dodge, but a hidden one is hard to block.
You must be Clara. I can see your father in you. It's a pity your grandfather is gone and couldn't see you. And who is this gentleman, along with these two children?
This is His Grace, Victor Frost, the Duke, and these two are our children.
Hello, great uncle.
Good, good. To think His Grace has graced us with his presence. Forgive my lack of manners.
No need for formalities.
An artifact. Wait, no, it's a dark artifact. Who is that old lady wearing the longevity lock? Great uncle, who's that old lady wearing the longevity lock?
That's your grandmother's youngest cousin, your great-aunt, Margaret. The two behind her are her granddaughters.
So she's Margaret.
Brother, I heard His Grace is here. And this is Margaret.
This is Clara. She's Grace's long-lost granddaughter.
I can't believe she was found.
Hello, great aunt.
Good, good. Glad you're back. This must be His Grace. Greetings, Your Grace. Anna, Lucy, come greet His Grace.
Greetings, Your Grace.
Since she couldn't beat grandmother, she's trying to take a shortcut.
Clara, come with me.
Great aunt. I heard from great uncle your business is doing great. Someday, His Grace and I will go visit you.
Clara, couldn't you tell why Margaret brought her granddaughters?
My great aunt has her eye on you. She wants you as her grandson-in-law.
Then why'd you say we should visit her house? Can't you tell I like you?
Excuse me, coming through.
Then why did you say you'd take me to her house? Can't you see that I like you?
Excuse me, coming through.
What did you just say?
Nothing.
I just needed a legitimate excuse to visit her house. The longevity lock Margaret wears is no ordinary artifact. The artifact is surrounded by dark energy. This means she used dirty tricks to steal someone else's luck. Besides the bloodline hex, her house most likely has a fortune-stealing hex too. It seems she doesn't just want Sterling Manor to die out, but has spent over a decade draining Sterling Manor's fortune.
When should we go?
I'm so tired today. Let's go tomorrow instead. I haven't been out shopping in a while.
Then I'll go with you today. Her days are numbered. Have you found a way to extend your life?
No. Master.
Are you feeling unwell?
Yeah, just a little weak. I probably used up too much energy.
Want me to carry you back?
No need. Just let me lean on you for a bit. Why is Master in Rivergate?
Clara, don't think hiding in his arms will stop me from recognizing you.
Master!
Out on the street in broad daylight, hugging and cuddling with a man. Where are your morals? Where is your decency? Don't forget, you're a mother of two. Where's Miles? Where's Mia?
Master. I was just feeling a little weak, so I leaned on him for a bit. Why are you in Rivergate?
Feeling weak? Didn't I tell you to find the Starborn to prolong your life? Who are you? If my disciple is hugging you, you must be quite something.
I am Miles and Mia's biological father, Duke Frost of Draconia, Victor Frost.
I've heard His Grace has a truly noble presence. For Clara to find you so easily, she really knows how to pick them. She really does.
But what were you saying just now? If she finds the Starborn, she can survive? You! How do you know she's dying?
Didn't I tell you not to tell anyone?
Don't blame her. I guessed it myself.
So, Clara, have you found the Starborn?
Master, you only told me finding the Starborn could prolong my life, but you never told me how to do it. But you never told me how to actually extend my life.
Extending a life is, of course, a life for a life. Using the Starborn's lifespan to extend yours. Have you found the Starborn?
No, I haven't.
Then you better hurry up and find him. The Starborn possesses powerful righteous energy. You can follow this clue to find him.
Master, I got it, Master.
Righteous energy. The Starborn. Isn't that me?
It's getting late. Let's head back first. Master, have you found a place to stay? If not, you can stay with us at Jennings' house.
All right, on the way, tell me in detail about what you've seen and heard lately. I didn't expect Sterling Manor to be cursed with the bloodline hex. Then you better hurry and extend your life, otherwise you won't live to investigate.
Master! Daddy! Mommy! Grandmaster!
We meet again. I missed you so much. A day apart feels like 3 years. It's been so many days. I've lost count of how many years it's been. Seeing you both so healthy and chubby puts my mind at ease.
All right. It's getting late. Let Grandmaster get some rest.
Your Grace, we need to talk.
What do you wish to discuss, Master?
Did Clara really think she could fool me? I know her too well. She stutters when she lies, and her eyes dart around. She has known all along that you are the Starborn.
Master, you truly know Clara better than anyone.
I bet she couldn't bring herself to trade your life for hers. But as her master, I worry about her health. If you are willing...
I'm willing to give her my life.
Great. Thank you, Duke Frost. It's getting late. I won't keep your Grace any longer. Well, that was simple. Victor is willing to give his life. Now I can rest easy.
What are you doing here?
I'm willing to give you my life.
My master talked to you. I won't let you sacrifice yourself for me. My death is none of your business.
But I don't want you to die.
Didn't I tell you not to fall for me? It won't work out.
My feelings for you are my own business. It doesn't matter if you don't like me back. I'm willing to give you my life.
My soul is incomplete. Even if you extend my life, I won't live much longer, unless I find the rest of my soul. I have a feeling I'm already getting close.
I will help you find the rest of your soul. I will keep you alive, no matter what.
Tomorrow we'll head to the Muir estate first and break their fortune-stealing array. I have a feeling I've found a clue to my soul.
Greetings, Your Grace.
I've heard the Muir family are wealthy merchants in Rivergate. The Muir family are wealthy merchants in Rivergate. I've come to see for myself. If I'm satisfied with what I see, I will advise the royal court to make the Muir family a royal merchant.
Your Grace, for thinking so highly of us, we will not let you down. Please rest assured, Your Grace. I will tell you everything I know, without holding anything back.
Great Aunt Margaret, His Grace has business to discuss here. Why don't you show us around the Muir estate?
Of course. Anna, Lucy, go inside and attend to him.
Your Grace, take your time talking. We'll take a walk in the courtyard. I knew it. The expert behind the Muir family used feng shui as a cover to set up a luck-stealing array. It's draining Sterling Manor's luck to empower themselves. But the placement of these stone lions, why is it identical to the palace? But Leon Whitmore said he had never left Capital City. Great Aunt Margaret, the feng shui layout here is quite nice. Which master set it up? I wonder if my master knows him.
I just found a random master.
A random one? The yard you have here, the feng shui layout is indeed nice. But over time, this feng shui array is starting to fail.
What? How is that possible?
Believe it or not.
That's impossible. It's been so many years. The Muir family has prospered without any issues. But she does have real skills. Could the array really be failing?
Oh my. This little toad is quite beautiful. Can I have it? To take to the Abbey?
No, get out of there.
You really won't give it to me?
No, you can't.
Mia! Miles! What are you doing?
Glad I planned this with Master Rowan beforehand. As long as we destroy the Muir family's feng shui layout, accidents will keep happening to them. Then, the mastermind behind them will definitely show up. This is the core of the luck-stealing array. If I destroy this spot, the Muir family will suffer double the backlash. But there's not enough time today. I'll have to find another chance. Oh, Great Aunt Margaret, I am so sorry. The kids can be so naughty. How much was it? I'll have Duke Frost compensate you in full. Oh, Master. How could you break someone else's things? That is not right.
I'm so sorry about this. Mia, Miles, what's wrong with you? Just look, you've made Mrs. Muir so incredibly upset. Don't ever do this again.
Yes, we won't do it again.
Oh, Master. Great Aunt Margaret is very generous. She won't hold it against us. Great Aunt Margaret, why don't you show us around some more? Your courtyard is so huge. It's even nicer than Sterling Manor.
No, that's enough for today. We're not going anywhere else. Let's go.
The Muir family business is quite impressive. Once I'm back in Capital City, I'll recommend you to the Emperor. I have other business today. I'll take my leave now.
Thank you, Duke Frost. Let me walk you out, Your Grace.
Is the luck-stealing hex broken?
Today, we merely ruined some of their feng shui. We'll find another chance to break the Muir family's hex.
But still, we sure pissed that old hag off today.
Bad news. Clara, it's terrible. We got a message from home. It says Selena refuses to leave the manor. Mother was so upset about it. She had a huge fight with Father. Grandmother got so angry she fell ill. Also, while Father was training in the army, he fell off his horse and broke his leg. Why did we suddenly run into such bad luck?
This is bad. I'm afraid what we did today has already made Margaret suspicious. She's sped up the luck-stealing hex. It used to drain luck slowly, which made it hard to notice. If we don't handle this right away, more bad things will happen at the manor.
Tell me what to do. I'll follow your lead.
I'm actually going to need to borrow your name. Great Uncle, please go to the Muir estate yourself and bring Margaret here. Tell her the Duke needs to speak with her. And her 2 granddaughters. Tell them His Grace wishes to see them.
Clara, what are you up to?
There's no time to explain. Just do as I say.
Simon, guard the entrance. Without my permission, no one leaves this estate.
Understood.
Great Uncle. Once Margaret and her 2 granddaughters arrive, you must keep them here at all costs. His Grace and I have an errand to run. Until we get back, you absolutely cannot let them leave.
All right. I'll keep him here.
Are you sure this is the core of the array? It looks pretty ordinary.
I'm positive. In this courtyard, the dark energy is thickest right here. Though destroying the statue that day broke Margaret's heart, this is the only spot that if you just get close to it, Margaret gets very defensive.
You break the array. I'll stand guard.
I feel like I'm getting used to having him around. Break!
The hex has been broken. Could it be Clara Sterling? I really underestimated you. It seems I need to make a trip to Rivergate.
Brother, where is Duke Frost? Why has he been gone so long? Did you trick us into coming here?
They went out for a bit. They'll be back soon.
What's the rush? He is the esteemed Duke Frost. If he isn't here yet, he must have things to take care of. Can't you be a little more patient? Clara and the others should be back soon. I can't stall her much longer.
Why do they have to run errands today of all days? Is it a diversion? Oh no, The hex! Brother, I have things to do at home. I'll take my leave now. I'll come visit again when Duke Frost returns.
No need to worry, Great Aunt Margaret. The hex on the Muir family has already been broken.
It's broken? Impossible. You're so young. How could you break such a powerful hex?
That flower bed was the core, right? A luck-stealing hex is forbidden. Once it's broken, anyone who benefited from it will suffer double the backlash. For all these years, the Muir family has drained Sterling Manor's luck, haven't they?
Impossible. He specifically said no one could break that hex. They must be bluffing. This is ridiculous. I have never heard of any luck-stealing hex. The Muir family just has a normal feng shui array. I have no idea what you're saying.
Yeah, why are you framing my grandmother? How could she ever hurt anyone?
Whether she hurt anyone, she knows best.
Mrs. Muir, something terrible happened. The master took a fall and cracked his head. The doctor says he might be paralyzed and bedridden from now on.
Is the hex really broken? Your Grace, I simply cannot accept these baseless charges. May I leave now?
No.
I've done nothing wrong. Why can't I leave?
Because he is His Grace.
So this was a setup. Why are you targeting the Muir family?
Why are you targeting Sterling Manor?
What are you talking about?
Still refusing to admit it? The bloodline hex on Sterling Manor. You set that up too, didn't you? Trying to end their entire bloodline.
What? How could you do something so cruel to Grace?
Clara, so what if you know? You can't break this hex.
The core of the hex is tied to the one who cast it, right? And that person isn't in Rivergate right now. You won't find him if I don't tell you.
Sterling Manor's bloodline will end completely.
As long as he's alive, he will show up eventually. As for you, starting today, the Muir family will never recover. They'll fall to ruin, and you are the one to blame.
You're lying. He promised me the Muir family would be rich forever.
Margaret, you're so foolish. Just for wealth and glory, you did such a thing to Grace. She's always been so good to you.
Good to me? I begged her so many times just to ask her to help me get an official post, but she refused every time. That time I went to Sterling Manor myself. I figured if she would help me, I wouldn't have used the bloodline hex on Sterling Manor. But she refused, so don't blame me for being ruthless.
You vicious woman. Did you swap Clara too?
Serves them right for refusing a small favor.
Your Grace, send her to the authorities.
Guards.
It's not over yet. We'll see who loses.
Are you saying your helper will still show up? I actually can't wait. If he doesn't show up, I won't be able to break the bloodline hex.
Clara. Clara!
Your body right now can't handle such a massive spiritual energy drain.
Let's go back. I'll extend your life.
I don't need you to extend my life. When I broke the hex today, I sensed within the hex traces of my own soul. They are most likely with the one who cast it. Maybe I won't have to die.
Is that true?
If that is true, our top priority is to find the caster.
We just need to kill him.
Breaking the bloodline hex and retrieving the soul will extend Clara's life.
For Clara, I must find the caster. Master, is there any way to find the mastermind?
I knew you would come to me. This artifact has the aura of the one who set the array. Only your righteous energy can trace it back to the source.
Thank you for the guidance. It's him. Clara, I know who's behind. Oh no, Clara's in danger.
Miss Sterling, it's been a while.
It was you. You set the bloodline hex. You're the mastermind.
I am curious. When exactly did you start suspecting me?
Since the Grand Emperor was harmed, I started to wonder who was so skilled with arrays and could freely enter the palace to cast them. However, since I didn't detect any corrupted aura on you, I just assumed it was just an accident. After Mrs. Dalton's sudden death, I started to suspect you. I hope Victor notices something's wrong and gets here soon.
But none of this is enough to convict me, is it?
But you forgot. Habits are a dead giveaway. In the Muir Estates array, the stone lion is shifted right. It matches the array in the palace perfectly. Yet you claimed you never left Capital City. That's how I knew you lied.
I see.
But the real giveaway was, when I broke the array, I sensed my own soul's aura. Because you've never cast a spell in front of me, which is why I didn't notice it before. Now you aren't hiding it. Of course I'd sense it.
You've been smart your whole life, but foolish this once. Knowing your days are numbered, you still dared to come alone. No one will save you today. Oh, right. I forgot to tell you. The entire Muir estate has been sealed by my array. Your signaling charm won't make it out.
You started plotting over 20 years ago. What are you after?
No, you're wrong. Not 20 years, but 3 whole lifetimes.
What? The curse on me. You cast it too.
That's right. Señor Clara, take a good look. Don't you recognize me? Señor Clara, take a good look. Don't you recognize me?
Señor Clara.
Leon Whitmore, you're just an outer disciple. How dare you try to steal Senior Clara's advanced arcane arts? Are you worthy? Come with me!
And so, from that moment, I made up my mind to finally surpass you. Then I heard Grandmaster say, you were born with a rare, unparalleled luck. And so, from that moment, I began to plot how to steal your very soul and slowly drain all of your fortune. Once I devour all of your luck, I will ascend, reaching the top. I'll become the strongest person in the entire world.
Keep dreaming.
Now no one can stop me.
I can.
The Starborn. How is that possible?
Victor, evil spirits are most afraid of the righteous energy within you.
Clara! Clara! Clara!
The doctor said she's physically fine. Why hasn't she woken up yet?
Clara's soul was away for too long. For it to settle back in, it might take some time. As for when she'll wake up, I really don't know. It could be a few months, or even a few years. It's very possible.
Clara, I beg you. Please wake up.
Daddy, don't be sad. Mother will definitely wake up. Daddy, we will come every day to talk to Mother. She will hear us one day.
No matter how long it takes, the kids and I will wait for you to wake up.
Mother, great-grandmother said your fake sister, Selena Sterling, died. I don't know why, but after we came back from Rivergate, she lost her mind, and her health got worse and worse. Mother once said this is called karma. Daddy!
That's enough for today. Uncle Simon is outside, waiting to take you to the camp.
Yes, Daddy!
It's been 3 years. Miles and Mia have grown up so much. When will you finally wake up? I remember 3 years ago, you brought Miles and Mia to come see me. I thought you had an ulterior motive. Later, fighting evil by your side, I found myself, unknowingly, falling in love with you. Guess your reading wasn't that accurate after all. You said I would definitely get married in 3 years. But you still haven't woken up. Who am I supposed to marry?
I never expected His grace to secretly shed tears.
You heard it all?
I heard everything. For the past 3 years, you whispered in my ear every day about when you fell for me and how much you need me. I heard it all.
Will you marry me?
I told you, my readings are never wrong. I said you'd get married in 3 years, and so you shall.
And I said I wouldn't marry anyone else. From the very beginning, the Duchess Frost could only be you.
Wonderful!
Congratulations! They look so happy!